Welcome back to the cryptowrld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now, while Bitcoin is still trading in this sideways price range, Ethereum, on the other hand, has just confirmed a new signal that we need to pay attention to. So I'll be talking more about that later in the video. Definitely watch to the end. First of all, just giving you a really quick update here on the 4-day Bitcoin chart, and right now the price of Bitcoin is still running into this important resistance, which basically means over the last 1 day nothing has really changed here on the 4-day time frame. So if you want to know more about this chart right here, then check out my last video on this channel. But anyway, now getting into the daily Bitcoin chart, once again the price is still running into this important resistance, which goes up towards around 31,000. So obviously we still need to see a confirmed breakout above 31,000 in order to actually confirm a break above this significant resistance. And as for the daily Bitcoin price oscillators, right now the daily Bitcoin MACD is still showing reduced momentum in the shorter term. So once again, just in the short term, as I've been saying almost every day over the last 1 week, this is very neutral, not overly bullish or overly bearish in the imminent short term. But with that being said, obviously we're still within a larger multi-month long bullish trend, as I've been saying since around the beginning of this year. And now if you're taking a look at the daily Bitcoin RSI, once again, this is still resetting from those overbought territories which we saw around a week ago. And so once again, we're simply due to see a bit more of a short-term cool-off, which can play out in the form of either sideways price action or a pullback in the price of Bitcoin. And now by default, if you're looking at the settings in the RSI, by default, the RSI uses a length of 14, which basically means it takes into consideration the last 14 candle closes. So of course, if you're on the daily time frame, that's the last 2 weeks worth of information in order to generate the RSI. And so basically, if you're looking at the last 2 weeks, that takes us right to around here. And obviously since then, since around 2 weeks ago, we've seen a massive move to the upside, but in around 3 to 4 days from now, 2 weeks ago, will actually be up around here. So basically what this means is that right now the daily Bitcoin RSI is still holding up relatively high. It's very close to those overbought territories, even though we have seen a bit of a reset over the last 1 week. And this is due to the fact that the RSI is still using the data or the information from all the way back down here around 2 weeks ago. And so obviously relative to those prices at around 26,000 or so, right now at around 30,000, we are still very overbought if you're looking at the RSI. But in around 3 to 4 days from now, obviously this massive pump to the upside will no longer be included in the new RSI information in the input data, which basically means if we continue to see more choppy sideways price action in the short term over the next 3 to 4 days, then we should see a quick drop off in the RSI back down towards more neutral levels, because by default, the RSI trends towards that middle level at around 50 if we're seeing sideways price action. And obviously, as I've mentioned recently on the channel, if we see a further reset in the RSI, that can simply give us some more room to the upside later on. And so this is potentially what is needed before a possible breakout to the upside, considering how significant this resistance is. So once again, just a quick recap of what I just said. It's likely that in the imminent short term, talking about the next few days or so, we could end up seeing some more sideways price action. But if we do end up seeing that over the next 3 to 4 days, then that could help to quickly reset the RSI in around 4 days from now, which can ultimately give the price of Bitcoin some more room to the upside for a possible breakout above that significant resistance. And now, if that happens, if we do end up confirming a breakout above 31,000, then in that case, next I'll be targeting around 37,000, because that is the next significant Fibonacci extension. And I've explained more about this in more detail in previous videos here on the channel. So if you're new to the channel and you want to know more about all of this, then check out my last 1 to 2 videos here on the channel to find out more. But anyway, if you're zooming into the shorter term, this is on the 2-hour Bitcoin chart. And once again, as I've said over the last few days, the price of Bitcoin is clearly in a sideways price price range, looking very neutral in the short term in terms of the trend and momentum. So once again, just in the imminent short term, talking about the next 1 to 2 days or so, I'm not overly bullish or overly bearish. I'm actually very neutral in the short term while the price is still in this sideways price range. And in case you're wondering, this area of support is sitting in between around 29.9k to 30.1k, and this area of resistance is sitting in between around 30.8k to 31k. So basically in the imminent short term, we're looking very neutral, but on the larger time frames, once again, we're still within a larger multi-month long bullish trend. But anyway, now getting into the Ethereum part of this video, this is on the daily ETH to US dollar chart, and once again, the same can be said here on the daily time frame for ETH as what I just said for Bitcoin. We are still within a larger multi-month long bullish trend. But with that being said, if you're looking at the daily Ethereum price oscillators, first of all, the daily Ethereum RSI is looking relatively neutral, while the daily Ethereum MACD is currently looking more bullish than bearish because, of course, we're still sitting in the bullish momentum. We have not seen a new bearish cross. But with that being said, the momentum is relatively low in the shorter term, so it's more bullish than bearish, but it's not overly bullish when you compare it to some of these previous moves, for example. And now, if you're looking at the 12-hour ETH to US dollar chart, what we can see here is a new bearish divergence, which I talked about in my last video, because obviously we have confirmed higher highs in the price in the 12-hour candle closes, while also seeing lower highs in the 12-hour Ethereum RSI. And this is also visible on slightly smaller time frames like the 8-hour chart and the 6-hour chart. And so basically what this means is that we're due to see reduced bullish momentum, at least just in the shorter term for the price of ETH. So I wouldn't really expect a lot of bullish momentum in the imminent short term, and instead it's likely we're going to see either some choppy sideways price action or potentially a slight pullback in the short term. And in case you're wondering, the point of invalidation for this bearish divergence would either be new confirmed higher highs in the candle closes in the price action, because in that case we would have to reconfirm a new bearish divergence, or if we see a breakout here in the RSI into new higher highs, of course that would also help to invalidate this bearish divergence. But at least for now, this is something to pay attention to moving forward in the shorter term. And speaking of the short term, obviously on the 8-hour time frame, we're still running into this important resistance at the time of recording this video, which is the golden pocket sitting in between around 1930 to 1940. So basically, I would only start to flip much more bullish again in the short term for the price of ETH if we confirm a breakout above 1940, because in that case, not only would the price be breaking out above important resistance, we would also be invalidating this bearish divergence if we see a confirmed breakout above around 1940. And so in that case, if we actually see that confirmed breakout above 1940, then in that case, I'll be looking towards around $2,000, more specifically around 2020, based on this previous high and also the 78.6% Fibonacci level acting as resistance. And in a much more bullish scenario, if we actually see a breakout above that level, then in that case, next I'll be looking towards these previous highs that we saw back in April, sitting just above 2.1k. And now, if you're looking at the 6-hour ETH to US dollar chart, once again, right now the price is running into this important resistance in the shorter term. But as for short-term support, we still have this level at around 1.8k acting as strong support in the short term, and below that we also have this area of support sitting in between around 1750 to 1780. And now, if you want to know how to maximize your profits in crypto, no matter if the price is going to the upside, to the downside, or simply chopping around sideways like it is in the short term right now, then make sure to watch these videos popping up right here on your screen. The video in the top left shows you how you can make money automatically in crypto using AI, and the video in the bottom left shows you how you can make money very easily in a sideways price range just like this. But anyway, that's just about everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.